All right, good morning, everybody. Just getting everything set up here. Okay, that down. All right, today we're looking at Kit here going from a bottom of 323 to a top of just under $6 or just hitting $6 here. Looks like we might be going for a VWAP bounce here, which is definitely optimal for what we're looking for. We've got Peggy also looking pretty good going from a bottom here, 138 to a top here, 225. So quite a bit of range there as well. Looks like we will be taking off from the 20 EMA here. We have a VEV with a pretty nice downtrend so far. This might be an opportunity for a short if you can locate some. However, it doesn't really look like a good long opportunity just yet. AGFY, kind of the same story. It looked okay earlier, but so far we see a little bit of a downtrend, so probably not going to play it unless we see a break above at least the 20, hopefully the 200. We've got tops, which doesn't really show any consistent price action or volume, so I'm not really sure if we'll be playing that either. And VLCN, which was looking very good early on, but not so much anymore. We had a good range going from 207 there to 257, but it looks like the price action's pretty much died down. It's back to where it started, so likely not going to be a lot going on with that either. We might run into some more stuff when the market opens here, so we'll just keep an eye out. And so far, it looks like we're going to be playing Kit and Peggy. Beyond that, we'll just have to wait for open and see what happens. So we have 45 seconds left on that. We did have a couple more things pop up we could look at. We've got Indo, which honestly is looking pretty good actually. So maybe we'll stick with Indo here as well. Just chart out some quick lines here. That should be good. Let's see. We've got Husa, because Husa always runs with Indo. Looking pretty much the same. Topping out at 447. Got 7 seconds left, so that'll have to do. Okay, so let's see what Kit's going to do on open here. Okay, so it looks like it's might go here, so we're going to jump in on Kit. Take a little bit of a risky play here. We're going to try, I guess, for about a 530. We're going to aim for $6. And I guess we're going to have to give it probably about a 510 stop, maybe 515 to be safe. Looks like we're already up at 550, so not looking too bad here. 560. We can take some profits here. We've basically doubled our stop loss here. Taking profit hit 560. Okay, take some profit on that. Peggy also looks like it's going here, so we're going to jump in and get a position on Peggy. We're going to be looking for about a 210 entry. Going to go for about a 230 PT with a 205 stop. Oh, we're going to have a nasty drop here. Okay. So might even get a lower entry. Maybe we'll aim for 205 entry. And we'll go for a $2 stop. If you can't get quite 205, just give it about 5 cents from where you do get in. So hopefully it's below the stop zone right here. So you want to have it below that 206 level at some point. If you could get it below VWAP, even better. So you'd have to basically get right at 205 here. The lowest we got was 208. So I doubt 205 is going to happen, but Peggy's looking like it's recovering pretty hard here. We're already at 220, so looking good. Going to take some profits here. 220. That was a 209 entry. Kit's still sitting around that 570 area. We could take a little bit more if we want here. That's right near that top band, so that's probably a good idea to take a little bit more out here. Taking some more profit out here. Kit, maybe 580-ish we can say. We're almost at 590. 590 right there, so we can take a little bit more out there. We're up another 30, 40 cents. Okay. Peggy down to 215 so far. Vev not really doing much. VLCM's not doing anything. AGFY, you know what? It's coming back a little bit stronger than I thought it would. So This is going to be an option, probably. Top's heading down, Indo shooting up nicely, 913, probably halted. Yep, halted. Husa's looking okay. Probably will follow suit with Indo here. They usually do at least pretty closely, so I think I'm gonna go with a Husa play. 445. We're gonna go for $5 PT and then a 430 stop loss, I think. Giving it quite a bit of room here below these levels. Right there. That is Husa. Hit all the way back down to 520. And that is a 445-ish entry. Looks like it's already heading up to 460, so that's good. Peggy down to that 210 level. We might see this drop down to VWAP here. Kit bounces off that bottom 507 level. So looks like it might be heading back up now. We're going to see. I do think this has a good possibility of running further, so let's check recovery trade on Kit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I think we're going to jump back in on Kit. This could be risky, but 510, 5... let's go 580 again. And we'll go for a 490 stop. 490. You know what? Let's give it a 485 because then we're below a couple levels here. It's a little bit of a stretch, but it's kind of needed. Would make me feel at least a little bit more comfortable. Unless we have an absolute complete breakdown, we should be fine. Peggy back up to 215, so it looks like we found our bottom there at 209, so we could probably try to jump back in around 209. Husa in the 470 area. We could look at taking some profits here. Taking some small profits. Husa 470. Oops. Yeah, well, I spelled it right, just didn't capitalize the first letter for some reason. Get back up to the 530 level. We saw 540 there. We're going to take some profits there as well. Top setting down. Indo still halted. Husa looking like it might top out here. So Peggy really going for here, 535. We're going to take some more profits out there around 540. Looking too good to not. Taking more profits. Peggy. 240. I think I said 540, but I meant 240, obviously. And we have a little bit left, so I want to get another entry when we drop back down, but if we continue on our way up, we can at least take out a little bit more. We're getting wicked out on Kit here. It's not breaking through that resistance quite yet, so might be in a little bit of trouble here. Peggy looks like it might go for some more. Tops looks like it might be coming back. Husa down a little bit. 530 is a decent bounce level actually. That could be an actual bounce. Peggy back to 240, hitting a high there, 244. Kit back down to that 210 level or 510 level. Boost it down a little bit. We'll move that up since we're trading it. Peggy 243, 244. Husa on VWAP currently, not looking like a bounce yet. Kit struggling. Will it break down? It could, but I don't think so. I think it should recover. AGFY, nice recovery there, starting at 560 or 56 cents there, all the way up to 63. Back down on that 20 EMA might bounce here. That would be ideal. Peggy topping out at 244, looking like it might head back down. That's a very bearish candle right there. No. Getting a bullish push again. Kit back to 530, just like that. Might try again to break through VWAP here. We need to get a body above VWAP at least. Yeah, top is definitely recovering. The range isn't too bad on this stock, so if it drops back down a little bit, might take an entry on it. All right, we're breaking through a little bit here. We just need to hold. Got a hold on this candle. All right, we held, so we should start going up from here. Looking good. Just got to break through that resistance. A little bit of rejection there. Just need it to hold. I think this is going to hit back up to 570 at least. Peggy still wants to go. I think it's a little overextended. I think it should start to come down here somewhat soon. Boost down to the 440 level. It looks like it's a good thing we took some profits. It's not looking great. We could definitely bounce off this level down here, but we'll have to see. Indo down to 840, so that's why Who's is dipping is Indo's dipping as well. So Indo usually leads the charge here, so we'll see if Indo picks back up. Kit breaking 540 here, 547, 550. Yep, 555 right there. Could take a little bit more profit there if you want to. It's about 15 cents up from where we took profits last time. I would take only small profits there though. Peggy's still holding, but it does look like it's coming back down, so hopefully. USA really struggling here. What's Indo doing? Indo's starting its recovery, it looks like, so Husa should be right behind it. This could be another potential good entry on Husa if you wanted to. 575 on Kit. There it is. 580. That is BT on Kit. Taking more profits here. So we're just about 590, so we're going to take some there. Taking most of it out at 590. We're going to leave a runner here, though, because we don't know if this is something that's going to break out or not. It has that potential. We're very close to that high day. If we can break 6, this could definitely go. Kit's actually halted right now. Can't even take the profits. Nerds, yeah. Dude, some of those vehicles are cool, like the Nautilus one they're talking about. I almost bought like a $9,000 underwater drone just because it was cool. So, you never know. They make big money. I would never use it, but I mean, I'd probably use it once and then never touch it again, which is like my problem with most things. So I never actually got it, but you know, it's still cool. It had like a 200 or 300 meter radius, like it could go underwater 300 meters. It had lights and a camera, and it had like a little claw on it so you could grab things. I was like, that is so cool. That'd be so cool to take out to a lake and just collect things from under the lake. Had a little bit of a dip there on Peggy, but it looks like it wants to keep going. With that 4K screen, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's the one thing. The one reason I was considering actually getting that monitor, because I know I would use it every day, because I use all my monitors every day. How is it halted? Well, you gotta look at the 5 candles, right? So this is a 1 minute chart. So every 5 minutes, if it moves more than 10%, it can get halted. Yeah. So you're looking from 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so basically right at the bottom here, so like 510 all the way up to 5, basically 590, right? So that's about 10%, something like that. Although I find like they've been really lax with the halting lately. Like sometimes it halts, sometimes it doesn't. I can't honestly tell you why. That's not the exchange. Peggy's almost at 250 now, because like most of them are on NASDAQ. But yeah, It is what it is. It's halted, so we'll see if that unhalts up or not. I'm hoping it does. The halt happened at 6:40, and it is currently 6:42, so we got a couple minutes. It is going for a new high here. Just hit 250 there. Damn, makes that 230 entry look really juicy. We probably should have taken that. I just thought that was going to be too high. Husa still struggling. He hasn't really moved up yet, so. Like, we still have a little bit left in Peggy, but I really would have rather just get a whole new entry. Top's actually recovered really nicely off that 20 EMA. This would have been a good recovery play. I just didn't tap into take a look as far back as yesterday. Got a chance right now. We could probably take a look at some new stuff too. Yeah, Indo's not recovering. Isn't it funny how Husa and Indo look almost identical? It's weird. I like when stocks do that. You just gotta find out which one moves first, and you can usually just make easy money. Actually, we have most of these popped up. Except for Shipus. That's what we'll call this one, Shipus. It's not looking too good, though. There's the leader for the patterns. Yeah, it's weird. It could be. I always think that Indo moves first, though. Swivel. Swivel had a nice run this morning. Wow, going from 96 cents all the way to $1.14 and then all the way back down. If we hit back at this 230 level, I think I'll probably take another entry. Yeah, and Imp. Imp is another one that usually runs with it. It didn't pop up on my scanner today for some reason, but oh yeah, never mind, it did. It's just not as green. Okay, so we got Peggy coming down a little bit here. This could be our chance to get another entry. I'm thinking we have to give this a fair bit of room, so I'm actually going to give it down to 220. If we could get in as low as 230, that would be preferable. If we have to get a couple cents higher, you're probably not going to want to get a 230 or 220 stop loss. It's just going to be too much. You're going to have to really squeeze it out for that. So hopefully we can get at least like 235. Kit's unhalted. We're up pretty good here, 638. Gonna take some profits. Taking profits on Kit on unhalt around 620. So that was a massive trade actually. So we're doing pretty good on this so far. Peggy's back up quite a bit, so probably won't be trading that. Who's just gonna stop out on the remainder. And unfortunately, I think that kills most of my profits on that. Yeah. Yeah, it does. That's kind of a bummer because we didn't have a ton of profits, but we had a little bit. I still made away with I think maybe 1%, but yeah, should have taken more. Should have known better, but that's okay. Looks like Kit's probably gonna tap out here. Peggy down a little bit again. We're gonna get that 235 at least. There's 235, 234. Not bad, not bad. 234 is not bad. Tops over 7. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so at 234, we're gonna just go with a two. I don't know. I think honestly, I'm gonna go with the 227 stop. At that rate, I don't think it should break this 20 EMA, and I really don't want to give it such a huge stop. So wherever you get in, unless you can get your stop below that 218 level, I wouldn't suggest giving it like a huge stop. 5 cents should be good. So if you're looking for a good entry, it would be about now would be the best you could probably get without completely thinking it's going to break down. Yeah, Kit's halted down now. Yeah, so like I said, that one's probably done, tapping out for a little bit. Top is, yeah, that one that went nuts, literally 550 all the way to 720 there. It looks like it might even keep going, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. We might get a decent entry on the pullback here. Let's see a nice recovery here on Peggy. Keep this win streak alive. It's really iffy. We're getting very close to that 0 threshold, so not really quite sure what will happen with this one. So we'll have to see what Kit looks like when it unhalts. We might get a good entry on it again. Husa continues to drop. Indo honestly isn't dropping as hard though. So I'm thinking that Husa might recover. Tops is literally 257 there. Hasn't shown a halt on my scanner yet, but I'm pretty certain it's halted. Yeah, I think so. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just popped up. Tops is halted. All right, almost 240 here. I'm going to take a little bit of profit here because we're up a decent amount. Making profit. Peggy. Oh, 240. Just to secure a little bit. EGFY actually had a really good recovery as well. Indo now dropping. Yeah, who's just going to drop? Probably to the 200. I'm going to close down Swivel. It's not doing anything. Anything new popping up? What's got all the volume? Kit and Peggy. So we're playing the right things right now. That's good. Peggy at the 240, 243. So we're at that 240 level. You can take profits anywhere here. When does Kit unhalt here? 6. Where's the next Kit halt? 6:47. I got 2 minutes. Am I still in Husa? No, Husa's dead. Husa died a long time ago. Died at 4:30. Peggy's not doing bad. Kit's gonna halt in the next like minute. So hopefully we see something out of that. We've got 4. No, we got 3 minutes on the tops halt, so we'll see what happens with that as well. Where's tops? We'll move that up here as well. Because that could be playable. Peggy 240. Okay, so Kit should be in halting in like very soon here. 245 on Peggy. Come on. Unless it's a 10-minute halt, but I don't think it is. 6:47. Yeah, should be on halt in this minute. There it is. Let's see if it drops past this level. If it doesn't drop, we buy back in for a recovery again. You know what? So far, it looks like it's holding. I think I might jump in. Kit 5. Try for 510. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna drop back down to at least 510 here. We'll go for like a 575 and then a 490 stop out. So again, stop around the same place. I mean, you could put a 450 or 487 stop there to get below this next support area if you want. You get 490 if you really want. You could pretty anywhere around here. I said 490 though, so I'll put it right on 490, which is unfortunately right on my support line there, but that's okay. I'm sure that line isn't super accurate. So this is what we call catching a knife, which you really shouldn't be doing. It's definitely a lot more risky, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a reason it's more risky. Into a small recovery, boosts a small recovery. Tops should be unhalting here. When was tops halted? So we should be at 654, so one more minute on that. Yeah, it's got one more minute. Up to almost 530 here on Kit. Peggy made its way up to 254, so if you saw that, that's definitely a good area to take some more profits. Back down to the 20 EMA currently. Tops unhalted. Looks like it's going to continue up. You could jump in on this. This is going to be a risky trade if you do. There we go. That's a nice drop. I'm going to try on a tops play here, I think. We've seen a lot of momentum out of this, so we're going to go like a 715 to 770 with a 690 stop. 690 should be probably enough room. I don't know. It's going to be pretty tight. We could make some fast profits on this, or we could get stopped out pretty much instantly. We're already up at 750, so it's not looking too bad. I got a little high there, but I'm going to take some profits here. Taking some profits. Tops, 760-ish. I'm going to say ish, because really it's kind of hard to get an exact level here. It's still sitting around that 520 level. Peggy back down a little bit. Top 780 right now. That's actually past PT. Tops. Nice little trade. Might be able to get a little more out of it, leaving some in there. We don't know what's going to happen here. Peggy back down a little bit on that 20 EMA. This could be a potential re-entry. We do have only a little bit left. MACD's down pretty good, but I think we've had pretty good luck today. I'm going to take the risk jumping in on Peggy again. Here at 235-ish maybe. 235-ish. We're going to try for that 260 level with a maybe just a 230 stop. I think 230 is going to be fine. I don't want to give it more than 5 cents. So if you get in a little higher, just move it up a little bit. I mean, the lowest here is 237, so we can say 232 for the stop. It's still sitting around that 520 level. It did reach as high as 528. Tops back down to $7. Just about touched our stop there. That was super close. I don't even know. Maybe it actually did touch, but it didn't stop me out for whatever reason. What's my stop here? Oh, weird. I put my stop like way lower than I should have. That's why. It was actually supposed to stop out before. Let's see here. Peggy's doing okay, so we're seeing a decent recovery on Peggy. Kit, nice jump up there to 550. If you saw that, hopefully you took some profits. So taking some profits. Kit, 550-ish. That's a good area to take some. Looks like it's going to get back up there. Tops back up to 730 currently, and Peggy back down a little bit, but we did see a high at 246. What are we on for trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty much exactly the same every single day. We're usually done the first half an hour and we got 2 trades left, which is honestly works out pretty good for us most of the time. Last half hour is usually more talking. Kit gone, SHFH, yeah, not SHFH, SHFS. It's even harder to say. I'll open it back up. I don't think it's doing anything though. Market's opening down. We're opening up though, so that's good. Yeah, top's not looking too great for that runner. Peggy not looking too bad. We're back at 540 level on Kit. Not looking too bad at all. Peggy 245. You could take a little bit of profit here depending your entry. 248, I would like to take some profit. I'm gonna say 248-ish because I might take a center too early. Take some profits. Peggy 248-ish. Does look like it's recovering, so I'm not like in an urgent need to take a lot out. Back at 550 here on Kit, so if you didn't take profits the first time around, you are getting a second opportunity to take some profits on that. It does look like it's going to recover, so I'm going to hold on to some. Indo's still dropping, which means Hoos is probably still dropping. Yep. SHFH not doing anything. FS, not FH. Peggy's looking okay. We've got Kit here looking okay. I think we're doing pretty good today. Yeah, Indo knifed, yeah. Peggy back down to 238. MACD's touching that zero threshold. This could be bad news. Kit, on the other hand, doing the exact opposite, breaking through on the upside, which is good news. So we want Kit to break through, and we want Peggy to reject here. And it looks like a rejection we get, and it looks like a breakthrough we get. So everything's looking just about as good as we want it to right now. 566, it's not a bad level. We could take a little bit more out around there on Kit. Call that out. Taking more small profits. Kit 566. Peggy with a nice bounce back up to the 244 level. Again, you know what? Since it wasn't looking great, definitely a good time to take a little bit out. Very volatile. We could get stopped out here, so take some out at that 245, 246, 250 level, wherever you get it. I'm surprised we hit 250 as fast as we did off this candle, so that while that's good, that could also be very dangerous. We were very close to stop there. So with Peggy, we're aiming for about 260 here. That's a little bit higher, so we're going to be breaking to a new high for that, so we won't be holding too much for 260. But if this maintains as bullish as it is now, it should be no problem. Tops almost stopped us out again, went back up. I don't know what Tops is going to do here. We're only holding on to like a very small amount, so I'm not too concerned about it either way. Kit's looking okay. Looks like we hit that 566 level twice, and it's starting to come back down a little bit. Hopefully we get rejected or bounce off of this 540 level. The Kit drop was so fast, yeah. Peggy looking good at 253. It just needs to break a little bit higher to get a new high here, and we should be okay. Top 740. Here's PT right there. Taking some more out. I guess 270-ish. We're up pretty big on this. It was a very risky play, but it's working out nicely for us. Kit's also looking not terrible. It looks like we're kind of flatlining here, though. We need some more volume picking up. Got some left in Peggy. We could probably hold till, I don't know, 280. I don't know if we're going to get 280 out of it. I'm not really, again, not really concerned about the runner. I'm actually going to close out the runner on the last trade too because we still have a little bit there and we're down. Well, we're up very much higher than we took profits last time on it, so. Average up a little bit there. First trade's completely closed out, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Peggy, 280. Let's get it. Top's 740 currently, not really going too far. Indo down, Husa breaking down past that 200. That's not a good sign. What about 2 minute? 2 minute, it looks like it might bounce. Peggy on the 2 minutes looking pretty good, but it's definitely looking like it needs a decent sized pullback. 5 minute definitely looking like a pullback time, so we don't really want to be holding on to a lot here. We want to be aware that there's going to be a good 5 minute pullback coming pretty quick. Could break into actually a new low on this as well, so you might be seeing an entry past 230. Possibly on VWAP, but might not hold VWAP, might be down to 222. Tops back up to 760. If you haven't closed out tops yet, this could be a decent place to do it unless you feel like it's going to run again. You like my setup? So what you guys can see is trading view and trade ideas kind of mixed together. Just hit $8 on tops. We could close out here, but we're so close to where we were already. Only 20 cents more up. All right, now we're 30 cents up. It's not terrible. Take a little bit more out. Taking a little more out of tops. 8, 10-ish. $7.30 or $8.30, sorry. Looking good on tops. Peggy 265. We've got Kit starting to move up again, looking good. Just need some volume. Just a little bit. Peggy looks like it's getting ready to hit that 5 minute pullback. It did break into a new high there, 274, but I don't know if it's going to hold here. Kit tops and Peggy still taking all the volume in the market. There's a drop on Kit. Yeah, Peggy hitting that pullback now. Top still going for it, so we still got a little bit left in here. Might see this up to about 850. I think it depends on what kind of play you're taking. Like, if something's bullish and it's hitting just a slight pullback, I feel like the 20 is good. I even feel like the 9 is good. Like, it's probably sitting, yeah, right on the 9 right now. So if this isn't a 5 minute pullback, it should bounce here. If it is a 5 minute pullback, it'll probably break through that and it'll probably break through the 20. I mean, it might not break through the 50. I haven't looked at the 50 in a long time, but I imagine it's probably somewhere down here. So I mean, like the 50 could be better for like for like the 5 minute pullbacks or something of that nature. It really depends, right? Because the further the EMA, the more support it holds. So you could have like a 20, a 30, a 40, a 50, a 60, all the way up to 200 if you wanted to, but I try not to crowd it too much with indicators and just try and go with it. Yeah, Kit Knife down pretty good here. We could get another re-entry, although the volume was looking pretty low. I don't know. We might take one, but we're damn near perfect today. Even Husta still ended up being at least a little bit profitable, so I don't know if I want to ruin it by taking something that's risky again, but we could definitely we'll wait and see. I would say it's probably a good 60% chance right now that it bounces again. Peggy is bouncing off the 9 EMA so far, which is strange to me because on the 5-minute scale, this definitely needs like a good pullback. I don't think this doesn't count as a 5-minute pullback here, where we should be seeing this back down to probably about 245. Shifus is bouncing. Yeah, it looks like it. It's got very sporadic volume, which I don't like. The range on it's not bad though. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of profit to be made there. He's crushing it on futures. Good, good. That's awesome. Peggy's back up. It's actually starting to move back up as well a little bit. Wow, over 1K. Nice. That's awesome. It's going to be a future trader before he's in college. He might even be able to just skip college. Tops with a nasty, nasty drop, but it looks like it's going to recover. Peggy up pretty good. Kid, nah. The 42 average in algebra. Don't worry, I'm right there with them. I was absolute ass at math. You don't need all that fancy math unless you're going to be like some things, maybe physicist, carpenter, stuff like that. You need like good understanding of math and stuff, but a lot of this, no. Plus, like, college is great, but trading is better. If you can get good at trading, you get to control your entire career, right? Or if you go to college, you're just going to end up with a job. And with the job, people tell you what to do, and there's just no fun in that. And they tell you how much you get paid. So starting your kids out right with trading, even if it's not something they love, and even if it's not something they're good at, it's always good to at least, try them on it and see if it's something they're going to be interested in, because I feel like that's going to be a better career option if it's something they enjoy. Yeah, see, but that's different. That's something I've been doing for a long time. So, but like long division, I couldn't do that on a piece of paper to save my life right now. Someone could have a gun to my head right now, and I would not be able to do a long division, even without the added stress of someone actually having a gun to my head, because I understand that might have some psychological pressure on you to do it, and then maybe you couldn't perform. But even without that, I still couldn't do it. 530 on Kit, looking pretty good for a recovery on that. Peggy, I don't know why it hasn't come back down yet. I feel like it should. It's very bullish that saying on the 9 EMA. I was the same way, man. Like I wouldn't do anything. In fact, um, I think it was grade 9. My science and social studies teacher actually brought me in the hall and yelled at me until his face went purple, telling me I was like a waste of air and taxpayer money and I'll never amount to anything because I like never showed up to class. I never did my homework. And I think he's probably the only reason I went to college and got degrees. And then I went back. I went back to high school and I showed it to him and I showed him my degrees and said I was actually smarter than him. So yeah, and now I don't even use them. So jokes on him. Peggy's looking like it's going up. I was a bad student though. Like I was a really bad student. I would go in the morning to we had it was called TA or attendance or whatever in your like homeroom. And they would sign your planner and then you wouldn't have to get your planner signed till the end of the day by the same person. So I would get it signed, and then me and my friends would just leave school all day and like go to my place to play Call of Duty or stuff. And then at the end of the day, we would show back up and get it signed out. And then eventually they caught on and made us get our planners signed by every teacher that we went to. So we ended up just forging all their signatures. So that was fun. I had a fun high school experience, I would say. Definitely wasn't for me though. Man, Peggy looks like it's just gonna go up. But it's not going up fast enough because I want to hit 280 so I can take the last little bit out. But now I'm afraid if I take it out at 280, I'm not gonna get the top here. Kit's coming back down. Yeah, there's just not enough volume on Kit to really do anything. How long have I been trading? I think it's close to 9 years or a little past 9 years. Can't remember the exact time I started, but it was 17 or 18. No, I was older than that. I'd been in college for maybe 1 or 2 years. I think it was like 20. I think it was like 20 when I started trading. Just about 280 here on Peggy. Got a long way to go. Well, you got lots of time. You can literally start trading when you're 30 or 40 and still have lots of time to figure it out. 280, there it is. Guess we take some out here. I'll leave a tiny, tiny bit left for, honestly, more so just to make me feel good. Taking more profit. Peggy, 280-ish. Yeah, exactly, you're 46. How long have you been trading for? A year? 2 years, you said? I can't remember. I think it was a year or two. You just started at 29? That's not bad. You got lots of time. Okay, so we're officially just about out of shares on Peggy, so we really need that pullback to happen soon. We could try another tops play here. I kind of want to wait to see what this MACD does down here, though. 14 months? Yeah, exactly. That's a good amount of experience, too. And you're doing really well for being 14 months in trading. Like, you're pretty consistently green. So, tops is looking pretty good. I think it has to do with maturity level too, though, right? Like when I started trading, I had the mentality that I was just gonna jump into the stock market and make millions of dollars right off the bat, and I ended up losing a ton. Um, but I feel like you're a lot more humble when you get to being a middle-aged man. So that probably had a big change in how you traded versus someone who's like really young. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with everyone's gonna learn at their own pace too, right? Like we've got lots of people who pick it up in a couple months, and we have a lot of people who take a couple years to do it, but it's not like a race or anything. Everyone's gonna learn at their own speed. It also depends how much time a day you have to put into it too, right? I've seen people who just do the 1 hour trading a day and they're fine. It takes them a little longer than some people, and then there's people that will literally do the hour of trading and then they'll hop on trading sim and trade for 7 hours, like just market opens over and over again. And obviously, you're compounding your knowledge really fast doing that. So they're gonna be at a higher level 8 times faster. It definitely, yeah, it definitely helps your process if you're humble. If you're not humble, it'll kill you pretty quick. Saw 285 on that jump. Exactly, you just have to stay in the game. No, I don't do any options. I've never really touched options. I find that they're very risky. I mean, like, obviously, for a small account, they're good for building it, but you can also lose it really quickly, too. Exactly, if you didn't have day jobs, yeah. Well, when I started trading, like, I was in school and I was holding down 2 jobs to pay back my loans because I was a retard. So I had like no time, and then I was also trying to trade. I think I was living off caffeine. Stop raid. Looks like it. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I was literally like maybe 2, 3 hours of sleep, and then I was like up with the market open. Then right after market open, I was going to my first job for a couple hours, and then I'd be going to class, which was like, what's my class at? It was like 11 to 4 or something, or 11 to 5. It was a weird shift. And then after that, I'd be working till 11 o'clock at night at the other job. And then I'd be getting off. And then I'd be looking at what the market did that day. And then I'd be going to bed and getting back up to do it again. It was nuts. I don't think I could do that now, that's for sure. Yeah, see, Peggy's almost at 290 here. This is why I held a little bit. Your dad thought you wouldn't finish high school because of trading or because you just didn't like it? Bachelor's and masters in foreign countries. There you go. See, the difference though between high school and like college and university is when you're in high school, they're forcing you to learn shit. When you get into college, you're picking the stuff you want to learn, and that definitely makes a at least for me, it made a big difference in my work ethic, right? In high school, I put no effort in because I couldn't see the value they were bringing with the things they wanted me to learn. Like, I'm not going to be a historian. Why are you teaching me history? I'm not going to be a mathematician. I don't need to know all of these crazy math formulas. Just teach me basic math. And then like they don't teach you stuff like finances or planning your future or RRSPs, tax savings, tax loopholes, like even how to do your taxes. Like nothing useful. So I really didn't bother. 292 on Peggy. We're just flying. 745. This looks like a potential entry point, but we're right on the zero threshold on tops. So this could be our stop out of the day. I'm gonna take it though, I think. Tops. So what is VWAP? 730. Gonna bring that up to $8. Probably just a 710 stop. Luca, what do you want, dude? What do you want? No, get out of here. Go lay down. Okay. Yeah, the 15-minute. Don't worry, I do that all the time. Because when I go through in the morning, I switch to a 5-minute chart. It's a good thing we didn't take another kid play. But I forget to switch back to 1 minute sometimes. I'll be like, why is there so few candles? You're right, it is actually flying. Yeah, 750 all the way up to 860. It would have been a good trade. This is the kind of stuff that I miss though, because I see the low volume and I see like the candles don't really look proper, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really think I'm gonna get into that, but sometimes those things actually do fly. Tops bouncing off that 730 level. At least fingers. We're almost at $3 on Peggy. We're still go. I'm taking the rest out of $3. We just brought that from 238 to $3. Nutty. It's gonna fly here. It's gonna hit $3 and people are gonna go nuts on it. Kits with the massive knife. Yeah, I know. It's actually halted down, I believe. We have a lot of halts today. Like my halt scanner page is almost full already. Kit's halted 3 times today. Man, I wish the screen had more space on it so that I could put the halt scanner on here too. I might get rid of momentum alerts because it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do actually, because the momentum alerts kind of give us an idea of what we should be looking at, and that's important for you guys to know. Yeah, I mean that could definitely be a part of it. When everything else is halted, people have to turn their attention to something, right? And Peggy's the next, not even the next best thing. It's honestly just been the best thing today, so it's holding a lot of the attention, right? I think that's maybe why SHFS did its little run here, though, is because we're seeing so many halts that if you're not willing to buy into Peggy, you're probably looking at other things, and that's probably the next best thing. May go from here. It is hugging it. Probably on the 2 minute, it's honestly, yeah, on the 2 minute, it literally bounced right off it. Peggy's gonna hit a pullback here, so, but I kind of want to get in because this could be something that runs even further, and I'm a little bit, I don't want to miss out. I got that FOMO, so. But there's so much room for a pullback here. Like, look at this 5 minute, right? Like, where's the pullback? This was the pullback? No, that's not a pullback. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna try it anyway. If we get stopped out, it is what it is, but we don't want to miss this. Probably like I'm gonna try for like a 280. That seems really far down, but I think we got to give it a little bit of room here. 280. Gonna go for like a 320. Well, 280. 320. And then a 265. No, gotta give it at least 270 though. Give it about 10 cents from where you get in. Let's see. You were a bad student too, yeah. Your dad chose your uni major. Well, I mean, like that not necessarily a bad thing. At least your dad knows you though, right? Like when you go to school, these people don't know you. They're just throwing you into everything everyone else learns, and that's not really how education should be. Peggy is MVP, yeah. You bought it? Nice. FaZe, we could take a look at that too. I haven't really found any luck with FaZe, taking plays off it at all. But FaZe is running really good today, actually. 515 to a high there, 620. Candles aren't really showing too much price range here as we're going from, yeah, it's only $1 in this whole thing. It's not terrible though. It would have to be a long hold, and I think this is up pretty high, especially right here. So at least you didn't study gender studies. I can imagine that'd be pretty boring. I'm like, I could be wrong on that, but I don't really know exactly what that even entails, you know? Closing out on things we're not in. So that was a perfect bounce. We actually bought in at the perfect level there on top. It's at almost 780 already, so we can go ahead and take some profit there. Making some profit. Tops 770. I'd say 70, 780-ish. Because we're like almost there. We just about hit 775. We're up a decent amount on that so far. Peggy's still staying around that 290 area. I'm still kind of waiting for that 280 drop onto the 20 EMA. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I think this might just go again. I'm just gonna buy in 290. Maybe a little lower. Trying to buy into Peggy. 285-ish now. I guess, yeah, he might not even get that. He might have to buy in higher. It's not looking like it's going to give us exactly what we want. Oh, we almost got 290 here. I think there's a lot of boring stuff to study in university. I tried like a creative writing class, not for me. Took a philosophy of love class, that was super boring. There's a couple other like really boring ones. I took a biology class that was really boring too. 287, 284. So we're at that 285 level now. 282. Okay, I'll take it there. Gonna hold here and see what happens. 282, we'll give it about a 275. Yeah, we could give it down to 272, but I think at 275 is where I want to be stopping out at. I don't see any support at a lower level here that I can reach, unless I want to go like lower than 270. Yeah, it feels like we're in that 5 minute pullback, but I'm committed at this point. Got to get at least one stop in a day, right? We're like almost at a zero threshold right now. It's so close. It's gonna happen. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Look at that. Nice recovery there. Like I said, you could move this down to 272 if you think you're going to get stopped out at 275, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think it's just going to drop 276. It's just touching it. There we go. All right, so we're in our first stop out. Happened to be our last trade of the day, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to be upset if it runs now, but I'm not really necessarily upset about the stop out. 271? Yeah, I figured it would be about 270. That's what I was saying. The reason I was struggling here is because I wanted to get that stop down to maybe like 267. I think that there's going to be a lot of support in this area and it might bounce. It literally just hit my stop and it's going to run. I can feel it. Salty, so salty. Yeah, bands are looking good. MACD's curling. I'm going to make the call to get back in. Peggy, 275. Go for 315 and then a 2. Give it a 267 stop, like I was saying. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm out of trade, so I can't take this one, but it is what it is. This looks like it's going to pick up. What are we at? Oh, we're out of time. I shouldn't have actually even made that call. You know what? It's okay. Since I'm not in, I don't really have to manage it, but I do hope that that works out. But we will look at the money board today. $637. So we are still slowly getting up there. Today was the best day so far this month. We surpassed our Monday, so that's good. Same win ratio, so that also brings us up a little bit. That brings us up to 83% win rate so far. As far as the trading log goes, we took a 2% loss on that Peggy trade, and Husa actually was almost a 3% win. Honestly, I thought it was worse than that. Looks like it worked out a little bit better for us than I thought it did. But yeah, it was a pretty consistent day. There wasn't like huge wins. I actually thought Peggy was more than 24%, but it is what it is. Pretty consistent. We hit close to 10% on most of these trades, so that's pretty good. 115% for the day. So yeah, we are definitely a little bit better. We're like slowly, gradually picking up, but we've had 3 over 100% days in a row, which is really, really nice. We're getting either really lucky in the market or the market's just looking better. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Hopefully y'all made some money today. Other than that, I am going to let you guys go and finish up your trading, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.